used to stop this world from spinning. Like Superman, you were the only one to find the strength in all that I was dealing with this life, like kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass you hold. Oh, 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 and when I fall too deep, we be letting our way to save me, a superhero in me. A superhero in me. mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. They said, be meek. Look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. You'll surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Outlaw Dirt Series. We are here with the super late models at Cedar Lake. Right now, guys are on the track trying to break it in. We'll hop on board with a couple people, try to figure out our cameras real quick. As a couple of people keep going in and out, I just want them to, stay in one place. So give me a second real quick. So that's TV3. That's all I care about. But new overlay for us here tonight, which is amazing. We got 14, 15 people here tonight. We got 16 minutes left to practice here. If you guys see something pop up on my screen, yeah, like that, don't worry about it. It's gonna do that all the time. But right now, like I said, guys are out on the racetrack breaking it in. Yeah, so pretty new. I kind of like it. I'm excited to use it. I talked to some guys. They hooked me up with it, and I extremely love it. I mean, I don't know what else I could ask for. I mean, this is what I've always wanted. So can't thank you guys that helped me out with this and gave me this amazing thing. But alright, let's check out who we got here tonight. We got a couple people here tonight. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, so let's take on board. We got Bo Krebs up here tonight. Got Brandon Guys White, your gas monkey and 18 machine, not on the track right now. Of course, it's gonna screw up my camera now. We got Brett Cadill. Sorry if I don't say her name right. I can probably do this. Yeah, there we go. There's Brett. Still learning some stuff, people. There's Clifford Driscoll right here. And the number 63 machine. Hop on board with Seth Krebs. He's here tonight in the pit. JT Roman also here. TV3. We got somebody who is wanting to join. I'm gonna go to race control so I don't have to worry about that. Take a look at Sean Grimes in the 74 machine, Seth Krebs, Chris Thibodeau out on the racetrack. Chris Thibodeau, one of your favorites, mostly for Sorry, I just texted the guy he's watching the stream. So welcome. Dude, I don't want to say your name wrong. I want to say Dree, but I know I'm gonna say it wrong, man. I don't want to say it. There's Jesse Richard right there. Cooper Ford here tonight. 18 machine running Brandon's rap. Willie Cuddy here. You're, I believe, the person who is in first. Scott Dobbs as well from FTM. Actually, I don't even think I got to see him race today earlier. Brandon Gibbs, I don't think he's out on the racetrack. No, Bo is. So we got brothers in here. Seth and Bo are brothers. Some people do not know but Scott right now. I mean, still breaking in the racetrack as we got 12:48 left on the time. Just keep an update on how these guys are doing. So let me look at my Discord real quick. So right now we're gonna stay on board with Scott Dobbs racetrack as I do something real quick as my computer is absolutely. Sorry, Sean, what did you say? Alright, well, looks like we're gonna sorry, oh my god, I'm losing my mind. We're gonna go straight into our qualifying. So let me pull up the other one real quick as I am slowly getting behind.
All right,
Three
guys. Qualified time. Go out there and get your laps. Get it over with.
three laps of distance for these guys. Scott Dobbs out on the racetrack right now. Your first car on the racetrack for 2 laps. Going around, as you can tell, going to be on the top in 3 and 4. Going to also probably run the top of 1 and 2. Not too sure. It looks like to be middle, though. I was actually surprised about how fast we advanced. So right now, Scott Dobbs out front with the first lap coming around turn 4. See what the first lap is for Scott. First lap right now at 13.312. First overall, the fastest driver on the track. JT Willman, also your third place driver. Brandon Geisweit, your second place right now. A couple other people. Bo's in the purple. Bo might have a faster lap. Lap 1 for Bo, 13.397, sitting second quick in the second lap, also with the 13.363. So right now, Willie Cuddy out on a racetrack. First lap, I believe, coming around now at a 3 and 4. Cooper Accord would go second quick with the 13.349. Still Scott Dobbs up front with the 13.277. So he's the fastest driver on the racetrack. Willie sitting in 7th right now with the 13.396. Chris Thibodeau 8th. Cooper Accord still holding that second place. And as we just saw him just absolutely demolish the wall, Brandon Gibbs out on the racetrack. Gibbs' first lap in was a 13.371. Second lap coming around. In the green, could be better. A little bit slower, I want to say. It still hasn't updated, so a 13.395 at the same time. Clifford Driscoll coming around with the second lap. I believe his best lap was a 13.361 as he ran 4 laps. Brett, lap number 2 coming around as he's sitting nowhere right now. Brett on the both, no, 10th. So Brett Krebs will be sitting 10th at 13.491 here tonight at Cedar. Samuel Bachman, I don't think he's here yet. So no Samuel. But right now, overall, that is your qualifying. Scott Dobbs will be first overall with the 13.277. Cooper Accord second. Brett third. Clifford fourth. Bo fifth. So that is pretty awesome for what we have here tonight. I love it so much. We are about to advance here pretty soon. Samuel not here right now. Clifford out on the racetrack still getting some lap time. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your heat races. I believe we have 2 heat races here tonight. Your 2 heat race winners will also get interviewed later tonight. So here we go. Heat race number 1 out on the racetrack. Starting on the inside, row number 1 will be Scott
All right,
Dobbs, and
remember guys,
outside of
cautions
him
are called
will be
and
Cooper
will be called
Record.
by
Inside row number 2 will be Brett Cardell, and on outside of him will be
clean.
Clifford Driscoll. Inside row number 3 will be Bo Krebs and Chris Thibodeau on outside. Brandon Geiswhite inside row number 4. Brandon Gibbs on outside of him. Inside row number 5 will be Willie Cuddy and Brett Crubb. And tagging the end of the field here tonight will be... Sorry, no, this is all wrong. JT Willman. This is... Yeah, this should be the heat race. Hmm. Okay, so this pretty much just put everybody in the one. So right now, it is whatever everybody's at. So I am sorry about that, guys. But green flag about to go out, and I need to get on my camera. But right now, Scott Dobbs up front, Brett second, Bo and oh no, Bo's in second now. Bo takes second in the 68 machine. The 168, Scott Dobbs up front, leading this race. Willie Cuddy trying to take that third position as he's battling for third with Brett. Bo, Brett, and Willie side by side battling almost 3 wide for second as Brandon Geiswhite getting into action as we got a car in the wall.
Precaution, yellow flag.
And it looked like to be... Who was it? Brett. Brett is the one who got put in the wall. So caution, iRacing only. Only iRacing have how to get to call this. I am sorry, I don't know why I don't have this up. Don't worry about that, guys. Just doing some stuff. But right now, iRacing cautions only. Willie up to third right now. As we are doubling back up, getting ready to go back green flag action here at Cedar Lake. 7 laps remaining here tonight. Bo, Scott, side by side, coming into 3 and 4 this time by. Green flag waving in heat race number 1 once again.
Green flag, green flag.
Scott and Bo side by side, Bo straight to the top, Scott through the middle. Scott and Bo battling nose and tail here at Cedar Lake. Bo an inside slide job on Scott. Does he get him cleared? Yes, he does, but they're side by side. Bo holding him off on the top right now. Scott trying everything to get it run again. Bo with another slider in the 3 and 4. No, sticks it down low. Willie Cuddy in third, though. Don't count out Willie because here comes Willie Cuddy running the top here in 1 and 2. Scott and Bo running middle of the racetrack as we come to 4 to go, come to 3 to go this time by. Bo trying everything to take that heat race win here over Scott, but Scott's holding him off right now. Willie Cuddy trying everything also to get around Bo. Track looks to be in great condition so far for heat race number 1. Can't wait for heat race number 2 as we come to 2 to 3 this time by. Scott up front leading this race. Looking pretty good for Scott. Bo and Willie going at it for second. White flag waving this time by for heat race number 1. Bo and Willie going at it hard for second. Willie on the inside of Bo. Is he going to stick it to the bottom, see if he gets a run? Willie to the bottom, Bo on top. Does not help. Scott Dobbs will win heat race number 1. Bo second. Willie Cuddy third. Brandon Geisway fourth. And Jesse Richer fifth. Heat race number 2 out on the racetrack this time by. For some reason, it's still... I would like to know why. So I believe it only works for maybe a main, I want to say. I'm not too sure. I'll talk to the guy. He's watching the race right now, so I'll talk to him later here tonight. But right now, heat race number 2 out on the racetrack as I get ready for your heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 lines up like this. Cooper Ford starting in the inside row number 1. Outside of him be Clifford Driscoll. Inside row number 2 be Chris Thibodeau and Brandon Gibbs on the outside of him. Inside row number 3 be Brett Grubb and Seth Grubb, or Grubb and Seth Krebs on the outside of him. And tag at the end of the field will be Samuel Bachman, but Samuel Bachman not here tonight. But heat race number 2 about to go racing here. Heat race number 2 out right now. Cooper Ford takes his green flag race. Cooper out front leading over everybody else. Clifford on the top in second position now in that 63 machine. Don't count out the guy right behind him, Brandon Gibbs. Brandon Gibbs is one of your faster guys out on the racetrack right now too. Don't also count out Chris Thibodeau in the 44 machine as he's holding the bottom. Cooper Ford running the top of the track right now, holding off Clifford Driscoll for that first position. Clifford on the inside of Cooper. Does he have him? No, he doesn't. Cooper holding his line pretty well as we got a car in the wall. And it seems to be Brett Grubb. Brett Grubb has a broken front as he pulls down into the center and over out. Maybe it's not even caution. As we are, I don't know why it's showing red. It should be green. There we go. This is all new to me, guys. So right now, Cooper and Clifford going at it 1 and 2. Looking pretty good. Chris Thibodeau in that third position right now. They're 3 wide for first. Chris Thibodeau, Clifford Driscoll, and Cooper all right there. Chris Thibodeau had it at the line as we had halfway through heat race number 2. Chris Thibodeau leading heat race number 2 right now is Clifford on the inside of Chris Thibodeau, looking for the lead possibly. No. Cooper, does he take it back? No, he doesn't. Chris Thibodeau holds it still right there. Cooper on the top, looking pretty good, still side by side, going down the back stretch, entering 3 and 4. Chris Thibodeau a little bit sideways, slides up the track in front of Cooper. Clifford running his line pretty well right now on the top, waiting for these guys to make a mistake. Chris Thibodeau running the bottom of the racetrack, looking pretty good over Clifford as Clifford just took that second position over Cooper. Chris Thibodeau looking pretty solid here in heat race number 2. That's for 2 to go, coming to white flag. Clifford Driscoll trying everything to take that first position away as white flag is waving. Chris Thibodeau looking pretty good here in heat race number 2. I believe he's going to start outside of tonight's A main as Chris Thibodeau takes us out of 4. Check the flag waving. Chris Thibodeau wins heat race number 2. Second, Cliff Driscoll. Cooper third. Fourth, Seth Krebs. Fifth, Brandon Gibbs. And the tag in the end of the field here tonight would be Brett. So Brett in the end of the field. So, interview times with your heat race winners. I'm going to bring them up real quick, so give me some time. Hey, Scott, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. You looked pretty good at heat race number one. When the caution came out, Bo was going to be a challenge. Bo did give you some pressure. Take us back in heat race number one, how you felt and where you predict for tonight's 40 lap A main.
I felt pretty comfortable. I knew Bo was there. Felt I had a better car, so I just kind of hit my marks and see what would happen. I know he's tough, but tonight, as long as we can stay out front, stay clean, we should be good. Track's going to change a lot. I expect it to be middle quite a while. It will go to the top though, but hopefully we'll have a good race.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, hopefully we'll talk to you later tonight again, Scott, and I wish you the best of luck.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, Scott Dobbs, your heat race number one winner. Let's bring up heat race number two, Chris Thibodeau. Chris Thibodeau, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, hell of a heat race with you guys there. Not gonna lie, dude, I was cheering for you the entire race. Take us back, Chris, how you felt and what you predict for tonight's 40 lap A main.
Man, I really don't know. A bunch of fast guys starting in the front. I didn't think the bottom was gonna stick the whole heat race. Honestly, I just winged it because I knew there was up there, and I just decided to stay because it worked.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think tonight might be your night. I don't want to jinx you, but I really do hope you get the win here tonight and possibly get back up there in points with 3 races left or 2 races left here tonight.
Same here, buddy.
All right, Chris. Well, hopefully we talk to you later tonight after the 40 lap A main. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, that was Chris Thibodeau, your heat race number 2 winner. Let's bring in one guy real quick. Sean, you're on air. Do you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, man. I just talked to your heat race winners. What do you think how tonight's gonna play out for track state wise? You think it's gonna be both lanes, bottom, top, middle, or maybe 3 lanes?
It'll probably be middle 1 and 2. Maybe slider. But definitely probably top 3 or 4. Maybe slider. Could be bottom. I don't know. The way the track is, I mean, from the looks of it, looks like everybody's burning the top of the middle end right now. So, I mean, it's Cedar Lake. I mean, it could end up not being nowhere. I mean, it could just be single file. It just depends.
Well, Sean, I just figured I would get some information about the track here tonight, and hopefully we have a good 40 lap A main here tonight.
Hope so.
All right, I'll talk to you later tonight.
Sounds good.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the owner of Outlaw Dirt Series, and I am co-owner of Outlaw Dirt Series, so just wanted to bring him in, talk to him for a little bit, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here is your A main lineup. I hope this works. Right now, that's not how it's supposed to be set, but 2 seconds left of practice, and it has just ended. So, we're going to see how tonight plays out. Alright, let's see if we get your updated list here. I hope. I'm praying. Alright, it still has not updated. So that's one thing we're gonna have to get fixed. We did talk about it, so we will get that fixed. So don't worry about that, guys. But here we go. Starting on your inside, row number 1 would be Scott Dobbs. Inside, on the outside of him would be Chris Thibodeau. Inside row number 2 would be Bo Krebs, and outside of him would be Clifford Driscoll. Inside row number 3 would be Willie Cuddy, and outside of him would be Cooper Accord. Inside row number 4 would be Brandon Geiswhite and Seth Krebs on the outside. Inside row number 5 would be Jesse Richard and Brandon Gibbs. Inside row number 6 would be JT Willman. And on the outside of him would be Brett Grubb. And tagging the end of the field here tonight will be Brett Cardell. Brett Cardell tagging the end of the field here tonight. So I'm gonna try something real quick.
Also, guys, remember, watch the sliders.
I'm gonna restart this real quick for you guys, as I got told to do that. I'm gonna see if it maybe work. It won't take long at all, as we're getting ready to go green. Don't worry, I got it all covered. But green flag out. Scott Dubbs taking this green flag racing here tonight at Cedar Lake 40 laps. Let's see. That kind of. Oh, it might work. I have to check it, try it out. But let's not worry about it right now, as we are green flag racing here at Cedar Lake. Right now, Scott Dubbs up front leading this race. Bo Krebs second. Bo on the inside of him takes the lead. Willie Cuddy in the inside of Scott Dobbs. Chris Thibodeau falls back spots. Chris Thibodeau sitting in the 7th position, moving up to 6th now. Bo looking pretty good though up front. Scott Dobbs running the middle again. Willie and Cuddy, Willie and Scott going at it 1-2 for 2nd place right now. And looks like we got a couple people in the wall, and it looks to be Seth Krebs and Jesse. Let's see if we get a replay real quick. Wait for it. There we go. The 8 car right there. Let's check out. There's the 8. I can't remember his name, but there's the 8, the 68, and it looks to be that the little bit of contact with the 34 came up into him, and they both got together and this got together. So right now, Jesse's sitting in a pitch. JT Willman sitting in 11th. I want to figure out who that was right there. So that's Brandon Gibbs. Brandon Gibbs is that one machine up ahead of him. It is going to be double foul.
Those of you in the pits, keep us updated.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
All right. All right, Sean, you added something new. All right.
I got 6 seconds.
All right, so right now we're waiting on Jesse to come out, as he is in the 68 machine. Or no, sorry, Jesse's in the 8 machine. So there. Seth is also coming out. So guys are coming out of the racetrack right now, as we are getting ready to go green here. Jesse pulled out, so here we go, back to green flag racing. Bo out front right now, leading this race. Bo with a great start. Willie Cuddy's second now over Scott Dobbs. Scott Dobbs battling for that second position over Willie. Willie holds off the bottom really well. Don't count out Brandon. Guys, swipe your gas monkey. Cliff Briscoe in that 4th position, running the top here at Cedar Lake, as Scott and Willie going at it for second. Scott, Willie going pretty hard for second right now. That's what Bo wants to see. He wants to see them battling out up there so they can take their time. One person who I am surprised that is not here is Jamie Massey. Jamie Massey not here. Might show up Tuesday for 358 to Big Blocks, hopefully, because him and his teammate are both close in points. But right now, let's check out what's going on back here between these guys. Looks like Seth got a black flag. Let's see if I can clear that. Unless you don't have a black flag anymore. I have no idea. Okay, still has a black flag, so let me see if I can clear it. There it goes. There we go. So Bo's still up front as Scott Dobbs still holding him off. 28 to go here tonight. Almost halfway through the race here tonight. Scott Dobbs not giving up on Bo Krebs. Bo leading this race so far, looking pretty dominant. Track pretty slicked off here tonight. Brandon Geisway up to 4th right now, right behind Willie Cuddy. So Brandon also on the move in the 18 machine. Chris Thibodeau started 2nd, fell back to 7th. So I'm not too sure what happened on the start with Chris Thibodeau. Not what you wanted to see. I was hoping for him to finish top 3 tonight because who is not a Chris Thibodeau fan? But Brandon Geisway, Gas Monkey, he's on the move here tonight. He is what, your 3rd fastest driver on the racetrack, I want to say. Bo's still your fastest on the track, and Jesse in the pits again. Let's take a look at the replay. And I got no replay. All right, so don't know what happened. Brett not in the field tonight. Maybe he was the caution. Oh, Brett not looking too good right there in the 93 machine. Let's take a look and see what happened. Looks like
Restarts will be double filed. Just let you guys know. Double file restart.
looked like the 18 of Cooper parked it on him and just went to the infield and just want to do some donuts, I guess. So here we go, back to green flag racing here tonight. Bo Krebs up front, halfway through the race here tonight. Bo looking for green flag waving this time by Scott with the okay start, but Willie with a great start. Willie holding off the 2nd position, 3 wide for 1st now. Willie falls back to 3rd as Scott Dobbs takes that 2nd position back. Bo up front leading this race. Brandon still in 4th. Don't count out Brandon Gibbs as he got a little bit of contact with Clifford there in the 63 machine. Brandon Gibbs running the top in the 34 machine right beside Clifford Driscoll as Brandon Geisway is holding it off. But everyone seems to be single file from 1st to 4th as Gibbs is just trying to follow the same line as everybody's trying to get around. As we say that, Cooper Ford trying to make some moves on the top. Cooper running the top in the 18 machine, looking pretty good. A little bit of contact, tight on the wall. 3 wide for Christopher and Clifford for 6 now. Brandon Gibbs on the inside of Brandon Geisway. 20 to go here tonight, or sorry, 19 to go here tonight at Cedar Lake. Right now, your guys are still up front. Bo looking pretty good, pretty solid. As Willie's looking on the inside of Scott Dobbs now for 2nd. Willie side by side with Scott. This Willie got something cooking up on the bottom of the racetrack here tonight. Coming to 16 laps to go. Willie working for 2nd. Brandon Geisway also working the middle, slowly gaining on Willie. Cooper Ford and Brandon Gibbs also chasing him down, trying to. But don't count out Chris Thibodeau. Chris Thibodeau is finally getting something back on the bottom and the top of the racetrack. I never see Chris Thibodeau on the top. But Willie Cuddy and Scott Dobbs battling it out for 2nd as Willie's, like I said, trying everything on the bottom of this track. It's just so slick. You just have to find anything for any moment. Willie on the inside of Scott. Scott holding him up pretty good. Willie side by side with him. Brandon Geiswhite sitting perfectly right behind him. This is what Bo wants to see these two go at it hard as we're coming to 12 to go this time by, coming out of 4. Bo Krebs leading this field here tonight. Just 12 laps to go here at Cedar Lake. Scott Dobbs still holding second over Willie. Willie trying to get around him. Slider line might be a factor here tonight as these guys are finally pushing up the racetrack. Willie and Brandon are both right there waiting for the perfect moment. Coming to 10 to go this time by. 4 cars out. Jesse Brett, Brett Grubb, and J.P. Woolman out of the race. So the only car right now that's sitting 9th is Seth. So right now we got only 4 cars out of here tonight. So Bo up front leading with coming to 9 to go this time by is Brandon slowly getting some action on Willie there for 3rd. Willie Cuddy holding off that 3rd position over Brandon. That's Scott Dobbs also right there. Scott holding him off, running in the middle of the racetrack, so the top might not be there. Might not. Don't know how these tracks play out, but Willie and Scott going at it for 2nd once again. That's their side by side. Willie had it at the line. No, he doesn't. Scott had it at the line. By nose. Willie Cuddy takes 2nd away from Scott. Scott to the top slider line. Does he get a run coming out of 4th? No, he doesn't. Willie Cuddy holds 2nd position right now over Scott Dobbs. Scott Dobbs falls back to 3rd. Willie on the move on Bo now. Coming to 5 to go this time by here tonight. Bo Krebs right now your fastest lap on a racetrack for 13.709. And Willie Cuddy with a 13.755. So Willie got something cooking on the bottom, but here we go. 4 laps to go remaining. Does Willie have anything left in the tank for Bo? 3 laps to go. Willie and Bo going at it for 1st now. Scott Dobbs holding off 3rd over Brandon Geiswhite. Brandon Geiswhite. Oh, a little bit of contact. Not too sure what happened. We got a little bit of contact with Willie and Bo. Let's take a look at this real quick, guys. Give me a second.
Gotta love iRacing.
Bo running the top right there. I'm not too sure what happened. Willie right there as well. Bo goes in the 1 and 2. Running the top. Did he just get into the wall? Throw him in the wall? Looking pretty good right there. And oh, this catches the wall and Willie just catches him. So Bo with a wall catcher at the end of the race. So this Willie did not pit. So right now your top 3 is Willie, Scott Dobbs, and Brandon Geiswhite. Bo had to go in and pit, so that's gonna put him to the end of the field here tonight. Seth Krebs in the pit as well. So the brothers are towards the back here tonight. Single file restart, 1 to go this time by. Seth back out on the racetrack. Who will end up winning here tonight? Green flag waves for the feature here tonight again. Willie Cuddy up front, 2 to go. White flag waving this time by. Scott Dobbs trying everything to get around Willie Cuddy for that 1st position. Scott to the bottom, Brandon 3rd. Willie holding the line, pushes up the racetrack. Does Scott have anything left in the tank coming to the line? Willie pushes up. Scott to the bottom, side by side, coming straight to the front finish line. Who has it? Willie Cuddy takes it. Willie Cuddy takes home the win here tonight. Scott Dobbs 2nd, Brandon Geiswhite 3rd. I hope Willie didn't.
I'm so sorry.
Willie did not.
Alright, well, top 2nd, 3rd place finisher to the front stretch.
So Willie, remember to head to waiting room after, guys. Head to waiting room after. So Scott, you're in front of Brandon in 18.
Go in front of me, Scott.
Sean, I can throw up a session to take the picture if you'd like.
We'll just get a picture of your car and we'll figure something out.
All right, you guys are good. Thank you. Head to the waiting room. I'll pull you guys up.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
All right, so let me get ready for
Nah, you're good,
your
buddy.
interviews. But right now, let's get into tonight's results. Here is your results here tonight. Willie Cuddy first, Scott Dobbs second, Brandon Geiswhite third, Brandon Gibbs fourth, Cooper Accord fifth, Chris Twido sixth, Clifford DeRisco seventh, Bo eighth after he got into the wall, and Seth -2 laps ninth, JT Woman 10th, Brett Grubb 11th, and Brett Cardell 10th. I believe that is everybody. Nope, there's Jesse and Samuel. So that will end your race here tonight. So let me bring up your drivers real quick. So give me a second. Actually, I shouldn't have gotten rid of that. Did I get rid of it? Yeah, I did. All right, I got to do something real quick. Hide that real quick. Let's bring in Brandon Geiswhite, your third place finisher here tonight. Just give me a second as I go back 10 laps. I always do this, so if you're new, this is what I do. Go back 10 laps, turn it into slow-mo, and go to, like, TV2. There we go. All right, let's bring in Brandon Geiswhite, your third place finisher. Brandon, man, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, looked pretty good out there in the 18 machine. Uh, Definitely unexpected to see Bo hit the wall. Take us back on the closing laps. Did you think you could have had a shot for the lead, or were you just trying to play it safe and stay in that third position?
I was trying to play it safe. I right before that one caution, I was catching Cuddy for third, and then the caution came out. I could tell my tires were starting to go away, so I was just, trying to see what lines the guys in front of me were running, and just trying to just essentially follow the leader and hope and pray I didn't get past.
Oh yeah, definitely, Brandon. I mean, you looked pretty good. The track did look like it was slicked off pretty bad here tonight. So, how were so were you pretty much saving your tires here tonight, or were you just taking your time like you told me, or how did you play it out?
I knew I raced in Regal last week, and we were here for a 100 lapper. And I knew by the end of the race, by the end of the 100, my tires were pretty much shot. So, and I've been trying to work on saving tires, and I was just trying to save tire but stay up towards the front.
Well, Brandon, I tell you what, you looked pretty good out there in 18 machine. I definitely thought you had a shot for the win. But hey, can't complain. Third place finisher here tonight. Super late models looking good for points. Is there anybody on the car you like to thank before taking off?
W Energy Drinks, Beatbox, XL, um, anyone that's helped me along my journey, you for putting on the stream, and you as a teammate. Um, just excited to see what the season holds.
Well, Brandon, like I said, congrats to you, and hopefully I'll see you on Tuesday for the 358s and big blocks.
I'll be there.
All right, that was Brandon Geiswhite, your third place finisher here tonight. Let's bring in Scott Dobbs, your second place finisher here tonight. Sorry, brought on the wrong person. Sorry, I brought up Willie first before you. Scott, you got a copy?
I do.
Hey, man, listen, you looked pretty good out there battling with Bo. Then Bo took the lead, then hits the wall. Take us back on the closing laps. Do you think you had a shot on Willie with the closing 5 laps left to go?
If there hadn't been a caution, I didn't have a chance. The caution was the only thing that gave me a chance. He was just better on the low side than I was. If it gone caution free, I think Bo and Cuddy would have pulled away from me. They were already starting to anyway. But they both ran a good race. Unfortunate for Bo, but it was fun.
So I was watching the race here tonight. I mean, the bottom and the top look pretty good here tonight. Did the top go fade away faster than what you think? Because I noticed everybody slowly drifting to the bottom of the racetrack.
Well, I never really went to the top. I stayed middle. I went to the top in 3 and 4. It was there, but 1 and 2, it never really looked like it took anything. But I know the middle disappeared, and Cuddy was running that bottom side, which had more tack, and that was the key for him, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, Willie was hooked up on the bottom with the closing laps, and I thought maybe with the damage, I thought you had a shot. So hey, can't complain. Second place finisher here tonight. Is there anybody on the car you like to thank before taking off?
Yeah, I just want to thank the guys at 3D, all of them who support the team, all of them who show up and race. It's a good team. It's a good close knit group of guys. And that's really all I got. And a shout out to my parents who always watch.
All right, Scott. Well, like I said, congrats to you, and hopefully we see you again here soon.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, Scott Dobbs, your second place finisher here tonight. Let's bring in your winner here tonight, Willie Cuddy. Hey, Willie, you got a copy?
I do.
Hey, Willie, man, you were on the rails on the bottom with 5 laps to go, and out of nowhere, Bo tags the wall. Take us back with the closing laps. What was going through your head at the time?
Man, at the during warm up, I tried the top. It felt good. I was definitely faster on the bottom. So and I started on the bottom, which is really good. I just kept the bottom. It felt really good. I was fast. I was able to. Me and Scott Dobbs literally battled the whole entire race. And then with about like 10 to go, I tried to start pushing it. I think I started a little late because I don't think I was gonna catch him unless he messed up big time like he did. Um, but it would have been a good battle if he stayed up there. It would have been really fun because he was running the top, I was running the bottom. We really wouldn't interfere with each other's line and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you definitely look faster than Bo. Not gonna lie. Definitely upset for Bo. Um, Here tonight, were you a little bit concerned about saving some tires in the beginning of the race as it's a 40 lap A main?
Cedar Lake, in my opinion, tears up tires pretty easily if you're not careful. That's one reason I was really happy I was fast on the bottom, is because I knew no matter what, I would be better tires than everybody else. And even then, I tried the top, about halfway through that race, and I started falling back, so I moved right back down to the bottom.
Well, Willie, I tell you what, you definitely can't complain on a win here tonight. Definitely, like I said, it's an upset for Bo. I wish you two, I wish he was up there and you two were going at it for the lead. But hey, can't complain. Stuff happens. It's racing. So, congrats to you on a win here tonight. I did not look at the points, but I guarantee you the points look mint right now with you up front. But congrats to you. Is there anybody in the car you like to thank before taking off?
CSS and everything we do over there, getting us, the car and setup we need to run up for it and keep this points lead. Um, JP Shed and you and Sean for putting all this on.
Well, Willie, thank you again, and hopefully I'll see you on Tuesday. But before you go, I do want to check the super late model points right now. Let's check it out. So right now you are in first, looking pretty good with 3 wins. You're sitting with 1,255. The guy in second is Dustin with 1,040. So looking good in points. So you might. There's only 2 races left, so it looks like you're gonna definitely clinch the super late models with 2 races left. So, like I said, congrats to you, and hopefully we talk to you again this week or next week.
Thank you. I plan to at least try to stretch it out to 300 points from second.
Well, it's definitely gonna happen next week, maybe. Never know. But thank you for coming out, Willie, and I'll talk to you again later.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that will end here tonight. That will be the stream here tonight. Thank you for everyone who tuned into the live stream. I hope everybody had a great time. I am Tyler, your stream guy, pretty much. I'm not gonna pop out my last name because why not? But I hope everybody enjoyed the race. Before I do take off, I do want to thank our sponsors, Vertex Graphics, DLN Designs, Papa Bird Photography, W Energy Drink, and Cuddy Shed Speed. If you guys do want to order anything from W Energy Drink, make sure you use the code capital ODS, all caps ODS, to get 30% off anything you get in the store if you order now. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and I hope to see everyone again on Tuesday. Have a great night.